Here in the hamlet of Claremont, a bit of an unusual sight in recent weeks. Residents have reported seeing more than a dozen wild boars roaming the area. Now, officials with the City of Pickering and the Ontario government are working to confirm those sightings and trap the invasive animals.
They were never wild here. They're not a native species. They are invasive. They are destroying native habitat.
For the past week and a half, Mary DELANEY and her husband have been dealing with at least 14 wild boars visiting their property.
On a personal level, it's worrisome because we don't feel we can leave the property because they can do so much damage really quickly.
Rooting through the back garden entrance and right outside her kitchen window, DELANEY rushed to capture photos of the boars while leaving in their wake a muddy mess. Since early November, there have been growing reports about the group of boars in part of Claremont. As the animals remain on the loose, officials expressing concern about reproduction and the possibility of the boars leaving the area on their own. Pickering Animal Services spokesperson LINDSEY NARRAWAY says Ontario Natural Resources staff are placing food to contain the boars for relocation.
We're trying to get all of these pigs comfortable to go to a specific area. Once you get them comfortable enough and we see that they're going to that area, that's when they will all be trapped.
Narroway and officials say the wild boars are invasive and can cause damage to the environment, crops, and property. Back at DELANEY's home, concern builds as the days pass.
I'm a lot more worried than I was a week ago when it seemed really hopeful because these ones seemed to be quite domestic, meaning that they had recently been obviously fed and cared for by somebody, and we don't know how they got here.
Meanwhile, as the search goes on here in Pickering, anyone who sees the boars is asked to email wildpigs@ontario.ca or call the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources. In Claremont for City News, I'm Nick Westoll.